Hey guys, what's up? This is Sammy and
my name is Shimodi.
And we are
Unapologetic Brown Girls.
Exactly. Roll the intro.
Sorry. Okay, so we decided to start a podcast because we listen to a lot of podcasts and we realized that although we relate to the stories on, like, we somewhat relate to it, we don't exactly relate to it, especially because our culture is a bit different.
Yeah.
And
we feel like there's a lot of good people out doing podcasts. Like, there's one person that I know, she's really good. Her podcast name is Brown, Bad, and Bothered. And she's a really good, like, if you should, like, check it out. But we wanted to kind of, like, show how our lives kind of, how we live our lives, and also if people will relate to us, because I feel like a lot of people do, and it's just that they haven't spoken about it. They haven't like spoken about it at all. So yeah. Also, we talk like this. It's gonna get a bit crazy later on. So
yeah, especially if you're brown, I feel like it's really hard to relate to certain topics. Like, for example, I don't know if you guys watch like Two Hot Takes or like Free the Girls. Like, these are like two podcasts which I watch, and although the stories are really interesting and stuff, I feel like I don't completely relate to it because a lot of the things are a bit different. Like, yeah.
So we're mainly gonna talk about friendship, family, relationships, ourselves.
Yeah.
And more as we go on, but these are the first topics that came to our head.
So we decided to talk about friendship, so we can give you guys a quick introduction about us and how we became friends and the things we have gone through, the drama we have been through in this like 5-6 year of friendship we've been having. So we decided that we're going to talk about that. It's a good way to start off, especially because
because I mean this podcast is also about friendship, and we came together thinking about making this podcast because we wanted to kind of like show everyone that I don't know, that we're your friends too. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So I hope you guys like our podcast. If you do, let us know. If you don't, let us know as well, so we can make some improvements. And if you leave any hate comments, I'm gonna find you. And I'm joking. I can't. I physically can't. I'll probably cry.
But then, obviously, we are open to like improvement. Like any comments or anything about how we can improve and what you guys would like as well, because it's our first time doing something like this.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's get started with our first thing. So we just have our stuff opened up.
Yeah. We want to start off with a disclaimer that. We are not professionals whatsoever. We're just talking about our opinions, our personal experiences and stuff like that. So I hope nobody takes anything personally or like thinks that we're mean or anything, because these are, at the end of the day, it's just our opinions. Yeah. So we just want to start off with that, and we might crack a few jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we might shade a lot of people, but don't take that personally.
Yeah.
If you do, that's your fault. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it, sister.
But yeah, like Chavo said, that we want to say that we aren't professionals, and also like we will, if there's something that is too hard for you to hear, then obviously click off, because we don't want to be triggering you in any sort of way. So yeah, hope you like the rest of this podcast.
Yes. So we're gonna start off by talking about us and how we became friends. So
start talking about us.
So basically, our moms are friends when they were like teenagers or something, and then they. So we're from Sri Lanka, basically.
But born and raised here.
Yeah. So once our parents came here, they were friends as well, and then I think they separated for some time.
Yeah. So I think my mom used to live next to your mom.
Yeah.
And thing is, I found out recently, my dad was your mom's best friend. and my mom was your dad's best friend. Some tea there. No. But they got like, all 4 of them kind of like became friends, and somehow I think they drifted apart. But again, we magically, it's like a miracle. We were, I think they like crossed paths again.
Yeah. So basically, we both went to this dancing class. So it was like Sri Lankan traditional dancing classes, and we used to go. So me and my sister used to go there, and then one day, Shami and Sammy, like Shami.
Yeah, she calls me Shami. Don't worry.
Yeah. So everyone else calls her Sammy. I call her Shami, but they showed up there as well, and then our parents saw each other, and they're like, "Oh my God,
I can't believe you're there."
Yeah, and
but Chama was a bully. Just so you know.
No, I wasn't a bully.
She was a bad person.
So then we met, and we're at the same age, so we fell into the same group basically, and that's how our friendship started. And I'm a type of person who seems like a bad person.
No.
I was a bad person.
You seem like a bad person now, but you're not. But back then,
I was a bad person.
She was rude as hell.
Okay, so but
we'll discuss about that.
Yeah. And then we eventually like became friends like this, and then we had sleepovers and like,
I remember we used to tell people that we're cousins.
Yeah.
So we didn't have more privacy for each other. We're so bad.
Yeah. No, because we used to give each other a lot of priority. Like me and Shami clicked off. Like we became close like really
instantly.
Fast. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
It was crazy. It was like I've never become friends with anyone that fast.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. And like we both we found like each other, like we have a lot of things in similar. We're loud. We have a lot to say. A lot of people don't like us being friends. But yeah, so that's how we became friends. And then we were like kids when we became friends.
Like 12, right? Yeah.
And we didn't have, so I think that when we're kids, we don't have a lot of things, like a lot of opinions and stuff, and like so we didn't really have much issues. But as we grew older, I feel like we faced a lot of issues. Like
I mean, I'm not gonna say that our friendship was perfect, because we did have a time, like a year, right, that we didn't speak to each other because it was a huge fight. And I guess what I can say now is that we both have grown from that, and we both like understand each other's feelings more, and I feel like that was kind of necessary in a way, because if not, we would still be stuck in that limbo.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So there's this one story about like when so this is the first time I think me and Shami have ever fought. Was like we went to this party, and I basically had long, and my hair was
my God,
my hair was curly, so I have really curly hair because my mom has curly hair, so I have curly hair as well. And even though my hair it's because it's straightened basically right now.
To my defense,
yes,
I meant it as a compliment.
Okay. So we were hanging out. It was like me and her, and then we had another friend as well.
Yeah.
And suddenly Shami goes like, "Oh, poodle."
I said you look like a poodle.
No, shut up.
I said poodle.
Yeah. And you did this, okay? I remember.
Oh my God, what a bitch.
I was so mad. I was so mad because obviously I took that as an offense.
I would be mad too. What the hell?
I took that as an offense, thinking that she's calling me like a female dog or something.
Oh my God.
Like, and I was so upset. And then I think we stopped talking for like a good month or something after that. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know. Was that the time we had a really big fight in dancing class, or was it?
No, that was another time. I mean, we did have those. I think those are small fights here and there.
Yeah. Except for the one we had recently.
Yeah.
So I was really upset with her, but then we just like worked past it as well. Like we just like we were kids back then.
Yeah, so we didn't really like.
Yeah.
We didn't really like talk about it.
Yeah,
we just apologized, and I apologized, I think.
Yeah.
But there are small like bickerings here and there, and there were some unnecessary fights, like childish fights.
Yeah.
But the one that was pretty recent kind of hit both of us really hard, because it was a time when I graduated, and I didn't have that many friends. I mean, in high school, you have friends because they are basically your. I mean, they've been with you since like childhood, right? So like you're like family to them. So that's why it was super easy to talk to them. But once you go into uni, it's like a whole different like. There's a lot of different people. So I remember I was pretty alone and I had Chamo with me for a long time, and she was dating back then. Let's not speak about that. Sorry. But she had a group of friends that I think she kind of felt like they were her family as well. But at that time, in that position, I mean, we both went to two different universities, so obviously you had more friends who were Sri Lankan, I didn't.
Yeah.
And when we would get together, it would be really difficult for me because I would feel like I was left out.
Yeah, and I think that was actually my fault as well, that I did make her feel included, because I used to be this type of person before which was very selfish when it came to friends. Like, I don't like Shami having other friends. I was like a toxic friend basically. Okay. I don't like Shami having other friends except me, and I don't like my friends being friends with other people except me. And it was so stupid now that I think about it. And it sounds so stupid because, like, who the hell am I to tell a person, no, you can't be friends with this person just because you're my friend? Like, it seems so stupid right now, but back in the day I was so, because I think I was like so tired of like losing friends.
Yeah.
Because like even in high school, like I never had I never had proper friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I get it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. The friends I had were like, oh, they're your friend, and then we have this huge fight, and then I think that's how friendship was. But then I was so like,
I think that's how you saw that friendship was. So that's why you kind of clinged on to that friendship when you felt like it was gonna last for such a long time. You're like, I can't lose this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that like I was so like, not terrified, but like, what's the word when you like get hurt and you don't want to get hurt again? Like, I don't know.
I think you're just saving yourself.
Yeah, I was just really
protecting
scared,
yourself.
and like I didn't want to go through anything again. So I was like, okay, my friends are my friends. I don't want to share them with anyone because I'm so scared of losing them.
Yeah.
And like now that I think about it, and those people are not even here anymore.
Yeah, well, y'all know.
But I think it's really stupid how I used to think before, and I think that's the main reason why she felt like left out, because I didn't want her to become friends with my friends back in the day.
Yeah.
And I didn't want them to become friends with her as well, because she's mine and they're my friends.
Yeah.
And like I just didn't want it to like
and then I guess, where was I going with this story? I guess like we kind of drifted apart, and I started dating one of her friends during that time, and I think there's some small like bickering from here and there, and then it just kind of got out of hand. I think that I've heard stuff, not from her personally, but from other people. I've heard things that she said, like that they claim that she said, and I guess like that all kind of like just pushed me over the edge.
Can I don't like I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
So basically, I didn't like Shami dating this guy friend of mine, because like I said, I was so overprotective about my friends, and I didn't like it. And once they started dating, I was like, okay, you know what, it is what it is, and let's just go with it. But then obviously I was holding, like, I think I was like, I don't know why I was upset about it, because now that I think about it, I'm like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, what's my problem about it?
Right.
Like, I was such a toxic person right then. But like now that I think about it, I'm like, why does it matter to me? Like, how does it bother me?
Right.
And so I didn't really like her dating this guy, but I think there was like a part of, like, there was a point when I was like, you know what, it's fine. But then there was already things Shami heard from
other people,
and then slowly we were like drifting apart.
Yeah,
already.
I guess like from that, it was just a weird place that I was in, because my boyfriend wasn't talking with Chamo at that time, because I think they had an argument with each other, but then I was still friends with her. So I kept on reassuring her that I'm not there to steal your friends and blah blah blah. And I guess it didn't really start off with you. It started off with something else, and then it led to like with you.
And then there was like, it was like New Year's or something. Was it like 3-4 years back? Was it? 3 years, yeah. So it was like New Year's, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to hold this, like I don't want this to go on, because at the end of the day, Shami has been there for me more than anyone. Like, people have come and gone out of my life many times, but then
even during that time, a lot of people have come and gone. There are some people who were there for me that I really am grateful for, and you know who you are. I am grateful for you guys, like for you, for being there for me at my lowest. And I mean, I just, every single time I saw Chamo, like I would get, like my heart would just fall to my stomach.
Yeah.
It was like losing my best friend and my sister at the same time. I mean, she was so close to me, and losing such an important person really just, it's shit.
Yeah, like we used to do every single thing together, like
We were
literally
inseparable.
Yeah, like we used to get so much crap from all the parents and like everyone because we are so loud together and everyone used to hate us. They used to call us a couple basically.
Yeah, they would say it in Sinhala. They would be like Arajodu Denna, and it would just be, it just means like, oh, like they're a couple because like we were so close together. We would just like always do everything together. I mean, we used to get dancing class.
And we used to get, like, I used to get so mad if anyone offends her, and she used to get so mad if anyone offends me.
Do you remember the time? I just remember this. Do you remember the time when those people were talking shit about you in next to McDonald's when we were in the Constitution, and I went up to them and I was like, "Excuse me, what are you talking about?"
Dude, we used to be so crazy, like, actually back then. Like, you know, so that's the thing, like, you hear a lot of these stories about, like, these girls, like for example, Free the Girls. I hear a lot of stories about them about how they were crazy in the way that they used to go out, sneak out, but then we were just crazy together.
Yeah.
We used to do the most stupidest shit together. I'm not even joking. Like, we used to spend all our time. Like, we used to just go. I used to just go out with her, and like she had other friends, but like for me, my friend circle was so small because I was like so scared of getting hurt that once I found like someone, I didn't wanna be with other people. But then Shami has been like a constant in my life since like high school, then uni and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I really appreciate, like, even though she wasn't there for a while, I really do appreciate like the time that we did spend, and also the time after, the fact that we spoke about everything.
So basically, that was like, so it was like New Year's, like I was saying, it was New Year's, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to hold this against her. I'm fine with it. It's fine. Like, let's just talk about it. And I think, I don't know if I tried to talk, if I tried to call you or something. Oh, I messaged you like saying if you can come over. I don't know if it happened.
No.
I don't know, but like I really, really wanted to sort it out. I just wanted to like talk about it because I feel like there was a lot of misunderstanding. Like, basically, we weren't friends, and I had to go to her house for like this New Year or Christmas, something like this. Okay, and so our parents didn't exactly know what was going on. I mean, her mom didn't know exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
And her mom kept asking me like, what's happening? Like, why aren't you guys talking? Because we're always together, and then we went to this party, and like I was sitting separate next to my mom, and she was with like other people. So it looks bad in front of everyone as well, because then everyone knows that we're having an issue.
Yeah.
So her mom kept asking me like, what's happening? I keep asking Shami, and Shami doesn't tell me, like, tell me what's wrong. And I was like, I was in so much of pain because I literally didn't want to come that day. I was crying outside her house. I was bawling my eyes out, and I'm like, I don't want to go. And my friends are like, why are you scared? Like, don't be scared of anyone. And I'm like, I'm not scared. I'm just not comfortable enough to go because we have this whole feud going on, and like it's not easy to put up
a
fake thing. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's so important in our culture how you look to other people.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really important for our parents or other parents as well. How you look. You should look like not good, but like
you need to look a certain way that is acceptable for the society, the community and the society that we are in.
We're not just talking about looks, we're talking about us as a person, our personality.
We need to keep our family's image up to par. Like, it has to be perfect. Like, you cannot be, I'm not saying this to offend anyone, but if you have colored hair, if you have so many piercings, I mean, like, I have so many piercings, so do you. It's just that I think our parents have already like accepted the fact that we're who we are, and we're not going to change that about us. But yeah, before it was just like you can't wear shorts because you are showing too much. You have to. Ooh, I broke a nail.
You can't wear shorts because that means you're trying to attract other boys. It doesn't even make any sense.
Oh my god.
I feel like we didn't exactly live our childhood because of how we had to keep this image up.
We had to look super proper.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to go because of this, and everyone was like, asking us like, what's happening, what's going on between you guys and stuff like this. And there was a lot of people who wanted our friendship to end, whether it's me and her or whether it's our parents. There was a lot of people who.
It's not only let's say people who were our age. I guess there were people who were also older people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name names, but people know who you are. But yeah, I think that was really bad of everyone, and they were kind of like happy that we weren't friends.
They were rooting for it. They were literally
praying for it. I'm not even joking.
So I didn't want to go, and so I go there, and her mom kept pushing me, and she's like, tell me what's wrong, and I literally like, I started crying. I was like this person before who barely cries, so I was like holding everything in, and I was like, oh, it's nothing, because at the end of the day, whatever it is, it's between me and her, and I felt like we could have sorted it out. But then the next day, I think
it was a whole, okay, so backstory, my boyfriend's brother is dating her sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a huge argument with them two, I'm not going to say what it is, and then I kind of got involved, which was kind of unnecessary of me too, but I'm the type of person who would, I guess, meddle, which is a really bad thing.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's okay, at least you learn from your mistakes and you know that it's wrong.
Exactly, and I guess like one thing led to another, and I had an argument with her sister, and then it ended up me having an argument with you, and then...
But basically what I heard was, I didn't know about all of this, but what I heard was that her boyfriend told me to keep my mouth shut, or something along these lines, okay? And
I don't know more.
Something along these lines, and
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And at that time, I was so pissed off because I want to sort this issue with her, and I didn't tell her mom anything, but they thought that I told her mom stuff. Like, I told her mom, like, what was going on between us, which I didn't, because I know that at the end of the day, me and her are going to become friends again, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a rough patch on our friendship, basically. So then, after that, we just cut off everything. We didn't speak to each other.
I think we kind of grew from that. We kind of went our own ways.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We kind of went our own ways, and I guess we bloomed. I stopped becoming super petty. I was a really petty person back then. And I think we came to a point where we understood that we need each other, and we started talking to each other because I think during that time,
I think COVID started.
And I remember it was a time, before this, it was another New Year's, where you hugged me, and
oh yeah, I bawled my eyes out. It was so weird because this guy, so I was done with all of this, and so basically I went to her house after because our parents, I think they didn't exactly stop talking, but our parents weren't as close as they were before as well, because of what was happening between us. So she was in Sri Lanka for like a wedding or something. Not her wedding, some wedding.
Yeah, my wedding, guys. I'm married. I'm 21 and I'm married.
So she was in Sri Lanka, and then my mom, it was Shane's birthday, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my mom was like, hey, we're gonna go to Shami's house. Do you want to come along? It was on Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, and her sister, so she has a younger sister, and her sister and me kept in touch. Like, her sister messaged me.
I was so mad about that. I was so mad about it. I told my sister, I was like, you're supposed to take my side. Why are you talking to her? Why are you talking to the enemy?
And then her sister was like, she didn't do anything wrong to me. I don't care. But I went, and then I saw her, like, I didn't see her parents as well for really long. So I saw her mom, I saw her sister, and I cried so badly because it was such an emotional time for me as well. And she wasn't there, so I met her then again in New Year's, and we weren't exactly talking. Like, it was kind of weird, obviously. It was awkward.
It was like we were like kind of forced to talk, but like we kind of accepted.
Oh my god, it just reminded me. Okay, so
what?
I just remembered some other story, but like, so I hugged her. So we wished each other new. So we went.
This is the one I was talking about.
No, this one. So basically, let me finish the story. So we went up. We were wishing everyone New Year's, and I go and I hug this stupid woman, and I cried. Like, I became so emotional because shut up.
I just remember what I did.
She just pushes me. So
no, I didn't do that. I just patted her head. I was like, are you okay?
She's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And I told her, I'm like, I'm just really sorry about like.
She's like, I miss you so much.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I'm really, really sorry about like what all happened between us, because I know it wasn't easy for both of us. And I was like, I'm really, really sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. And then she just gave me the most awkwardest thing. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm out
I
here.
bawled my eyes out for you,
Yeah.
and this is what you give me?
It was so funny actually, but then no, the story. So okay, this is a different story, but the story I remember was like, so basically every Christmas my parents invite their family and we all come together. So we all come together, okay? So we come for like lunch and then we go out to like a different party together and stuff like this. And then, so this, I kinda got some topic. Okay, anyway, so this girl, so she comes and I'm trying to be nice to her, like I'm trying to like put everything aside and be nice and stuff, and she wasn't really having it. Like she was like, she's so done with me, and like, you know, she was giving me this vibe, and she wanted to go get her eyebrows done or something like this, I remember.
I think it's for my sister.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, let's all go together. And then she was like, okay, in front of her parents, and then they just went. They just like went, okay?
Oh my god, my back is sweating from knowing this story.
And then I find out later from like someone else that like she went home and she was like posting these like Instagram stories, or like, because we blocked each other.
It was for my private account.
Yeah, but then I think by this time we didn't have each other on social media and stuff.
Oh, no,
because I was
you
being
blocked
petty.
me.
Yeah, I was being petty and posting like like quotes and stuff about like what I relate to and stuff. And then I think she was as well. And then I was like, and like I'm this kind of person who doesn't want to go through, like at that point I was like, I don't want to deal with this, and I just like blocked her from everything.
Yeah.
So I saw these stories about how she was posting and she was
Oh
like,
wait, just so you know, your mom blocked me too from WhatsApp.
no, my mom didn't block me. Shami, my mom doesn't know how to block people.
I remember I messaged her and I was actually so upset. I was like, she blocked me.
No, my mom probably didn't do that on purpose. My mom didn't do that on purpose.
Auntie?
Guys. I literally asked her, I was like, better get Shami. She's like, I don't even know how to block people. Anyways, and then Shami posted this whole story and she was like, some people want to act fake and like some people want to, and I was like, I was so upset because I was like,
oh my god, I was such a horrible person. What the hell? If I could go back in time, I'd smack the shit out of
dude, but
myself.
then the confidence, there was this sort of
yeah, I would never have that confidence again. I mean, for other things, sure, but not that.
It was so funny. Do you have lipstick on my lid?
Oh yeah.
Thanks for telling me now.
Sorry,
I started the camera as well.
Oh, I don't think you can see.
No, anyway, so then I saw this whole story and she posted this and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe her. Like, you know, she was just in my house and then she goes and she was like, some people are so fake, they talk to you fake in front of your parents and something. And obviously we're just trying to be nice to each other at the end of the day. And then we eventually like cut ties completely. We didn't speak to each other, but we did have mutual, so since we went to the same dancing class and stuff, we have a lot of mutual friends, and we had like, she used to meet them and then I met them as well, and then
I think I kind of leaned towards them because I didn't have anyone else.
I understand that completely, but she chose wrong people.
I chose the wrong people. There's one person, she knows who she is. She was a good friend.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree. I agree with
I mean, for that time, yeah, she was a good friend. Like she still is. I still respect her. Like, thank you for being there for me. But you all know who you are. I don't really care if you think that. I actually liked you guys a lot. It's just that I think maybe I was being a bit too toxic as well for my own good.
Yeah. But yeah, so they
would talk shit about place and they would talk shit about.
It was so funny because they came over to my house one day and I was like, and I didn't want to have any more problems with Shami, so I was like, you know what, no matter who says anything to me, I'm not gonna bother. Like I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because I know how it is and I know how the word travels and everyone changes the story. Yeah. So these friends come over and then they like, I don't even open the topic because I told myself, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about Shami. I'm not going to talk about Shami, and then they opened this topic about her. And I was like, oh, okay.
I think they just wanted some insight.
Yeah, they just like it. And then like it was really weird, but then what I realized from that was like they're not true friends because I know they were at her place talking a lot of shit about me. And then they come here and they talk a lot of shit about Shami, and all I was thinking at that time was like, I hope Shami knows like that these aren't
at that time. At that time, I didn't know until like it was really far along, like when I found out that they were like really bad. Because you know what? I remember. Do you remember the time when the person said like, "Oh, let's post a story," and then you're like, "Block me off the story,"
because
but she didn't.
I didn't want to cause more issues with her.
Yeah.
And she really wanted to post a story with me on it, and I was like, "Do you mind if you can block Shami off of it?" Because
I mean,
I
it's
knew
respecting yourself and respecting
and I knew that like Shami was friends with them, and I didn't want Shami to think wrong, because when I saw their stories of them being with Shami, I thought about it in a wrong way.
Yeah.
I thought that, oh, now they're best friends, like, and you know, they're obviously talking shit and stuff, because that's what you do when you're teenagers, like,
Yeah.
you just gossip and like, I don't know what, and like,
And I think you
I just said I don't know what.
You just gossip. I don't know why. I don't know why.
But yeah, I think it's so funny that like we had these kind of people who always like try to come in between us, and I think it's still the same. And like, I mean, we don't really talk to them, but like,
I don't talk to them.
yeah, but it's just funny, I think, and like, I don't know. What was I trying to say? I've just blanked, my mind just went blank.
I think you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think it's just so funny that they used to come and they used to say a lot of shit about her and what she used to say about me, and they really wanted me to say stuff about her as well. And I didn't really say much. I just kept saying like, oh, I don't talk to them, so I don't know. Oh, I don't talk to them, so I don't know. Like, that's all I kept saying, because
I wish I was more like you.
But then the thing is, you didn't know that they were like this.
You know what?
You felt so alone at that time.
I was super dependent on you, because to be honest, for me, I went to I never really had a really huge Sri Lankan community when I was really young.
Yeah.
So when I turned 12, that's when like a whole new world was like kind of like shown towards me. I'm so sorry if you can hear that, because the dogs are barking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
And I kind of like depended on her. I kind of like put all my weight on her, because she had a lot of friends there. So I felt like, oh, it was like Chamu and Chamu's friend. I didn't have a name, basically.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt. And it was okay, I guess, for a while, but then that's why I think I thought that saying all these bad things about you were a way to like validate myself, you know?
I understand. I mean, what I did to you was really wrong as well, and I'm just really glad that like she came. So after COVID happened, we had like this sleepover or something, and oh my god, we didn't sleep till like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. We were literally wide awake, and we were talking, and we like cried and stuff, and we were like talking about like
deep shit.
Yeah,
like,
we were like talking about like everything that happened between us, and then we told each other like, oh no, this is not what happened, and this is what happened. And then I think
everything was just speculation.
Yeah.
Of, like, and also they were all just people talking shit like about us and just putting our names in it, saying that this person said
this. Yeah. And it was so funny, because I was like, why did you say this? And Shami's like, I never said this. And I'm like, no, but this person said you said this.
And I'm like, and you believe that? I'm joking, I didn't say that. But
I was obviously at the time, like,
you would believe the person.
With the situation we were having, I think you would believe them.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You would, like,
I mean, there are a lot of things that I remember I cried one time because there was some story going on. I think you know this story. There's some story going on, and people were blaming it on me, saying that I'm the one who initiated it, and I never did. And yeah, so that, I think it was all like just, it happened for a good reason. Everything, because it helped me learn to grow and become more independent towards myself. I'm still on that, like, I'm still on that road, like, I'm still trying to get there. But
I think it actually helped us grow as like, I think we finally had time to grow apart and understand who we were as like individuals. And I'm so glad that like especially that day, we had that talk till like 8 o'clock in the morning, and my dad comes and he's like, are you guys still not sleeping? We're like, we remember we pretended to sleep. Literally, my dad's like, are you guys still not sleeping? And then we're like, oh no, we're just going to sleep
We
now.
just got up.
And then we literally fell asleep for like 30 minutes, and her boyfriend opens the door and he's like, good morning. I know that. I was so mad, and we were so sleepy the rest of the day, but like we still talk about like things that happened with like in the past, and like because there are still stories which like, oh, we remember later and we're like, oh my god, did this happen? Like,
and did you say this or not?
Yeah, because obviously I mean, it's really hard. Like, Shami was talking about it recently. She was like, do you think that like, are you scared that things are going to happen, like the same things are going to happen between us? And I was like, I really don't think so, because I feel like we've both matured from there. Like
for me, I thought in that moment, like it's always really scary because like I lost her once and I was scared to lose her again. So I thought, I was like telling her that, do you really think that we're gonna stay friends for so long? Like, do you think maybe we would like drift apart and have a really bad argument and just like stop being friends again? Because I don't want that to happen, because I feel like we're closer than we ever were now.
I mean, and it's a bit different now because we don't speak every day, we don't text every day, we're not with each other 24/7, but at the end of the day, when she needs me or I need her, we are always there for each other, like no matter what. And that's actually something I think everyone should know, is that like, don't assume that someone's not your friend just because they don't text you or call you. Like, don't think that they're a bad friend.
Yeah.
I mean, like
they're
now
we for their own stuff.
We both are working, we both are studying, we have our own things to deal with, but we would drop everything and anything to be there for each other. And I think that's the most important part of it. And I'm just really glad that like we've like worked past everything.
So
and now we're starting a podcast talking shit about other people.
As we should.
No, but then I was just thinking about it, and I think it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like, you should know that like when you stop being friends with someone, don't believe the friends who suddenly become your friends the moment you stop, because those people don't have any good intention. They just want the drama. They're there for the drama. They're there for the tea. They want to know, oh, what happened? Oh, this and that, and that's what they want to know. So. Like, if they want your friends, like, I'm not saying like, oh, a new friend, but I'm saying the friends who weren't that close to you, and then the moment
suddenly become really close to you.
Yeah, and all they do is, I understand being there for someone, like, it's fine, things happen, I understand this, but friends who are like, no, tell me what happened between you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe she did that. You know what she told me last time? Don't be with people like this, because they don't have good intentions, and they're just gonna put unnecessary thoughts and toxicity into your life. I'm sorry, I can't say words properly.
No, it's okay. I completely agree with you. Like I think it's 100%.
Yeah, I think it's really important to know that. Like,
I think there's a lot of people that I don't know. They ain't shit. That's all you need to know. They ain't shit. I'm sorry if I'm cussing. If this is a lot of cussing to you guys, but we'll try to tone it down because also our parents will be watching this.
Yes. Hello.
How you doing?
We're good kids.
I might have accidentally slipped the B word in one part. So
we'll try to cut it out.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
No, but like I think that's like the most important part, and like I think a lot of like, I don't know, but I feel like brown people have a lot of drama. I feel like our life.
Sometimes I live for the drama.
Sometimes I feel like our life is like these like TV shows or something which you see and you're like, and when you tell people like this happened to you, like, are you being serious right now? Like, yeah, this happened to me. No, this is like a movie. What are you on about? But like, I don't know. But I think like for us, like, there's always a reason for everything, and I think like the reason like we went through that whole thing was just to bring us closer.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Yeah, and to make us realize who we are as individuals.
Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing, because now when I talk to Shami, I feel like she's matured a lot, and like she has different opinions, I have different opinions, and we always advise each other in anything, like whatever we go through. And that's really important as well.
It's the same with you. Like now when I talk to you, it's not the same person that you were like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the way you talk now, I can understand that you've also grown in your own way.
Yeah.
Because you're already mature for your age. I'm saying this genuinely, like you were mature for your age.
Are you sure? Everybody be calling me childish around here.
No, I'm serious. I think we both had to be mature for our own for at a young age, I guess. But me definitely, I think I did grow a lot.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you did actually, because like you've become like this independent person, and like I'm all like the way she thinks is so different sometimes, and I'm just like, why don't I think like I think about it and I'm like, whoa, like why don't I think like that? Like it's so different. Like I'm serious. Like
you're making me emotional.
Oh my god, stop. No, but then I think it's like I don't know, I just really think that you become like this really independent person and stuff, and like it's really important to be this independent, even though sometimes we both can't go to a grocery store alone. I don't know about you, but I'm scared as shit.
I'm not scared. The only thing I'm scared is at the gym. It's because like the gym parking lot like is like it's the basement, right?
Yeah.
So I would actually like hold my key ready to like stab anyone that's coming behind me.
I know, but we live in Dubai, dude. Like it's
But still, it's so scary.
I know.
And
like,
also we're women. Like
I know. It's scary for us.
I know that like we go like we try to act tough and all, but I'm shit scared. Like I am scared. I'm scared to get inside a taxi.
Yeah, bro, I'm scared as well to get into a taxi. Like I'm just so scared.
I don't want to make conversation with these people because like it's still, I know some people are talking with the good intentions, but I honestly hate going in a taxi because I've heard so many stories. I've heard a friend of mine, I don't know if this is true, but he went in an Uber. Okay. He went in an Uber, whatever. Okay? And he basically, the Uber driver didn't, I don't know if it was an Uber by the way, I think he just got into a random car.
Okay.
And the guy was like, oh, I'm your Uber driver, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
And he got in, and the guy went to some abandoned building and was just like, oh, sir, just wait 1 minute, I'm just gonna go get something and come. Which is kind of unusual, right,
Yeah,
for like an Uber driver.
Bro, that sucks.
So he was waiting for a while, this idiot, okay? And he finally realized that this guy's not coming back and he's probably gonna kidnap me. He actually like got out of the car and ran.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god. I'm sorry guys, this is so off topic, but like we're gonna do more stories like this.
yeah, it's really off topic, but like that's why I'm super scared about I feel like I'll get kidnapped or something. So
no, and I want to talk about this story about like we went to this event and I didn't want to go there because I know she was there. She was dancing or something in that event, and she was there, and these friends forcefully.
Oh
yeah. So
yeah.
you tell it. It's your
Oh,
story.
okay. So basically, I wasn't there for dancing. I was there for helping with makeup and all because they called me to come and help them, right? So I did all of that, and
I'm sorry if you could hear my loud.
no, I couldn't. But basically, they were all there, and we were getting ready to get like shawarma or something. And I guess I saw her and her mom in the middle of it was like the ground. And I saw her there, and I was like, oh my god, like my heart. That's what I tell you, like my heart dropped.
Yeah.
I saw you, and I got like sweat droplets in my back, and this one girl was just like, oh my god, that's your best friend, right? That's your best friend.
Yeah,
And
that's how everyone used to refer to us as
when we were
stopped being friends.
Yeah.
Oh, your best friend. Oh, your best friend.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you better shut up before I freaking smack you in the face.
Oh my god, I remember like that. So I was like, no, please, like, can we just wait until like she goes somewhere else because I don't feel good about it. And then she's like, yeah, sure. I think that's what she said. And then she dragged me, and she like kind of, instead of me, I understand if we had to like walk past you, but if you were here, and this is the person, I would be on the other side. She forcefully put me to the side where you were in, so you would see me with them.
Exactly.
And I remember I was like, don't ever do that to me ever again. Like I was actually, but I wasn't shouting like that. I was like saying it like really scared.
Yeah. I remember I saw her and I was like, why the hell did they have to pass exactly right next to me? I felt like they did it on purpose.
They did.
But I didn't know. So basically, I didn't know that she wasn't doing these things. I thought that she was the one doing these things. I didn't know that she was forced to do these things. Like, they dragged her actually. So and then I felt really uncomfortable, and I was like, oh my god, let's just go home because I don't want to be here any longer and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was really weird, I think, like, because of how we were fighting and stuff, I assumed that, oh, she wanted to do this on purpose. But like, now that we speak about it, I know that like, oh, it's not.
It was really bad because we both kind of saw each other
as this evil person, the villain in our story, basically. Yeah.
Well, since that's over, now we're best friends, so no one can treat us like shit, and if they do, I'll come for them.
Yeah, just know, guys, if you guys be telling us anything about each other,
we'll tell each other that.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be hard to keep it a secret, just so you know.
I mean...
Wait.
Everybody keeps coming in between us, trying to separate us, but... guys, you're gonna fail.
Should we start with
the Reddit stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So we got a couple of Reddit stories about friendship. We wanted to include other people's stories as well and give our opinions. At the end of the day, again, guys, don't take it into offense. It's just our opinions about it. So Shami's gonna read them because I suck at reading.
I'm not any better. Okay, just so you know.
I cannot read. I'll be like ooh ee ooh ah.
Me too.
So Shami's gonna read them.
What is this? Hold on.
Anyways,
I'm trying to find.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to find.
When you're ready. So also, guys, we will be doing more of these episodes, and we're gonna open our Instagram page as well. We're gonna link everything down in the description if you guys want to follow us. Then we're gonna be we'll be starting TikTok as well, I think, and posting about like our clips and stuff on TikTok about what's coming next and stuff. And we're open to any
suggestions.
Yeah, any suggestions, any advice you guys have for us. If there's stories you want us to talk about as well on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we'll need to fix our email.
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah. We will link everything down below if you guys are interested in anything. And yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
So I found the Reddit that you sent me. Am I the asshole for sitting in the front seat with my friend and telling his girlfriend to sit in the back? From the get-go, yes. And also, by the way, this has happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, this has happened to me. I'll tell you the story afterwards. We were heading somewhere with my friend and his girlfriend, and I called shotgun and ran in front of her and took the passenger seat. My friend said we're not doing shotguns, and the front seat only goes for his girlfriend or his grandmother when either of them is present, and even his mom gives up his seat out of respect for the girlfriend in their relationship. I don't care about the overdramatic stuff. I said I don't care about the overdramatic stuff. I'm sitting in the front. He told me either go to the back or he's not taking me. His car, his rules. Dang. This is a fine ass boyfriend. Who is this boyfriend? His girlfriend stood there in silence the whole time, but I could tell that she was annoyed. Clearly. I felt awkward when I felt awkward, and when I feel awkward, my brain freezes. So I told his girlfriend to go sit in the back and let this drama go. I sat in the front and told my friend to get in and drive. He told me to get out of the car and find another way to get to my place, to our destination, since I have no respect. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. I am amazed that people can
find an excuse.
I mean, so basically I was speaking about this story to like one of my co-workers, and I think we think about it a bit differently, because he was like, it's not necessarily that the girlfriend should sit in the front seat.
But that's a thing.
So, and then that's what I want to say as well, like everyone thinks differently. So you guys might think that he's not, and we think that, oh yeah, that was kind of rude of him. I think that, like, especially because he made it clear and he told him, hey dude, it's for my girlfriend, like sit in the back.
Yeah.
I think he should have.
Yeah. I mean, it's because that's where he draws the line.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and the way he goes like, oh, my brain froze, and like, oh, if your brain froze, why the hell did you tell her?
Yeah. And also, like, how close are you to this girl? Like, to be telling you to sit in the back. I mean, out of respect, like, I get you're gonna say bros before hoes. No, sorry, but no. Because if he treats his girlfriend like a queen, like as he did in this, like, you need to respect that. Like, it's not in the question if she should sit in the back or not. For me, I have no issue sitting in the back if a friend is there, but if I want to, I mean, like, out of respect, sometimes I would prefer to sit in the front.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay, side story, this has happened to me, but it's not that big of a deal. So I went to work near my house. You know, I was a receptionist there. Okay.
Oh my god, I just remembered a different story, but yeah.
Okay, you can say it after. So my boyfriend comes and picks me up because there's no need for us to take two cars. Yeah. So he picks me up, and he also has a friend with him. You know.
I think so. You tell me later. No, they can hear.
You know what my sister liked?
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. I'm saying he looks like me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. If you know who you are, you know who you are. I don't really care. bro. But he was sitting in front, and I was like waiting for him to go to the back because he always does. And this one time he did it, and I was like, excuse me. And then my boyfriend. Oh my God, we gotta think this thing out because
Shami, if people follow you,
oh right,
they're gonna know.
Sorry about that. I thought we were gonna keep it private, but I guess it's not private anymore. I completely forgot. I wanted to be just us two, and you know, like I have a boyfriend whose name is unknown.
Yeah. And then you go follow her on Instagram,
and then you see everything. You'll be like, I'm so stupid. Okay.
She almost forgot her parents know about it.
Oh my God. So I was, and he was like, oh, just go to the back. I was like, why can't he go to the back? And he's like, oh, it's because it's not that long of a drive. And I was like so mad at that time because I was like, who does this man think he is? Just because you look like me doesn't mean that's me.
I mean, I know, like, the thing is, like, we think about it in such a different way, but like when I ask other people about it, they're like,
they don't think it's a big issue.
Yeah, they're like, I mean, I think it's fine. But then again, if you ask
they don't
her,
say it.
yeah, like, see, if it was me, let's say, not me, like, let's say if the guy asked me, hey, is it fine if I sit in the front and you sit in the back, and I say, yeah, it's fine, like, it's fine. But then
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that, like, obviously you and your boyfriend have discussed this before.
Yeah.
And he's come to the agreement saying that you are like my number one. You're gonna sit in the front seat with me. So that's where I think the whole issue comes, because obviously I would also be completely fine with let's say my sister sitting in front and my boyfriend sitting in the back, and the other way around, like if his brother.
It's just something out of respect.
Yeah,
like, that's like.
It's not the respect. I guess like it's not something that bothered her. More like it was disrespecting the boyfriend. Okay, I think that came out wrong.
Yeah.
That came out super wrong. I mean, like, he was saying it. Like, he was basically saying, like, hey, like, that's for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's not that this friend asked. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know?
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, what he could have done was ask, is it okay?
Yeah.
But then, at the end of the day, if your friend is telling you, hey, go to the back, just respect them and listen to them. Respect their relationship and just go with it.
The audacity people have
sometimes. I swear, dude, when I read the story, I was so pissed off, and I literally sent it to her, and she was like, oh my god, one of these stories make me so mad.
Oh yeah, this is the other one. Okay, so this is so weird. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for dinner after my friend donated my stuffed animals? I don't know. Okay, me, 18 female.
Okay.
So her friend is 18 male.
Okay.
Was in my dorm room with me and went over to my bed, which has my stuffed animals on it. He was like, whose stuffed animals are these? Clearly mine. Duh. And I said they're mine, obviously. And he was incredulous.
Right?
Okay, sorry if I don't know that word. I'm very sorry. Incredulous, and asked, and was like, you're 18 years old, why would you need stuffed animals to bring to college? And I was like, why wouldn't I? He said it's something that should be on Sad Cringe. Is that a Reddit? Is that a
Reddit substory? Yeah.
Okay. And there's zero reason why adults should have stuffed animals whatsoever. I was like, mind your own business. It's not my fault your parents never gave you stuffed animals. Okay. So generally the norm for people to have, it's a norm for people to have their doors open in the suite, like in their suite, in their dorm room 24/7.
You can just summarize it.
Okay, yeah. So basically what happened was that his friend, when she came back to her dorm, she asked where her stuffed animals were, and he said it's for little girls, not adults, and he had donated them without asking. Apparently these stuffed animals had a huge history behind it because her parents apparently bought them, and they were souvenirs. They were kind of they won't be, you can never get them back because they're like really old, right? So Oh my god, I didn't read this whole thing. Dang. Okay, hold on. There's a part here. It says, I was seeing red. My parents used to get me stuffed animals as a souvenir every time we traveled to another country growing up. He literally donated hundreds of dollars worth of one-of-a-kind stuffed animals that I can only get from other countries. When I went to the shelter, I demanded all my stuffed animals back, and I got them back. I told my other friends he's sick in the head. When we were eating dinner, they all took side because they said creepy for a grown-ass woman to have stuffed animals. I was originally paying for the whole dinner so we wouldn't have to separate the checks, and then they were gonna Venmo me. After this happened, I decided I'm not gonna pay for my food and leave, forcing them to all scramble and figure out how to pay. Am I the asshole for not paying because they defended the guy for donating her stuffed animals? I think it is an asshole thing to do because firstly, it's not your stuff.
Yeah. I would never go to your house and take your things and throw it.
Not throw it, but donate it or like sell it off. Like, I'm sorry.
Dude, like I think stuffed animals have such a huge meaning to the person who has them.
Exactly.
And like he didn't even know the backstory for it. And who cares how old you are to have? She's 18 years. We are 21. She has stuffed animals.
I sleep with a stuffed animal.
So like they have meanings to it, and like it's her personal things. Just because you're her friend, our friend,
You're
it
not
doesn't give
doing
you
her a
the
favor.
it doesn't give you the right to throw her stuff away.
Exactly.
Like this is something we've talked about as well, about like how when we go to each other's house, yeah, we've been friends for so long, but we have respect for each other that we wouldn't be going through each other's stuff or taking each other's stuff without asking each other. And there are some people who do that, but like I'm not even that close to them. But then I find it like it's so weird how this guy thought that he was doing her a favor and stuff, and like
I could never. I could imagine me rummaging through your closet and be like, ew, like why do you have these shoes? And then I just like sell them off. Like
I could never do it. The audacity.
Give me the right.
Oh my god. Even when I think about it, I'm like, what does he think he is?
But it says the Reddit, like the people have voted that he's not an asshole. But I think it is a pretty asshole thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably had good. I'm trying to make a way to make him sound like a good person, but she was pretty much an asshole for not paying for the food, I guess.
I don't know. I think it wasn't his place to do it. No matter how close you guys are as friends or whatsoever, it's never your place to take someone else's stuff and throw it and stuff. But like it's so weird. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so the story I remembered when I was like, so I had this one friend. Besides her, I had this one friend, and like you know how they say like, oh, a soulmate or like a friend you get once in a lifetime. I had this kind of friend.
Oh, okay.
So I had this kind of friend, and it was a guy, but we were really really close, and we used to tell each other everything. And at this time, I forgot about all the other friends I had. I even forgot about Shami.
Yeah.
I was really really close to him, and like everyone used to think that our friendship was really weird, or that something was going on between us or something. And it was like, that's the thing. So in our culture, that's like one thing we want to talk about. It's not a normal thing to have a guy best friend.
It's more like they think that if you're friends with a guy, you'll immediately start dating them because guys and girls cannot be best friends. That's what they think.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it, it's different. If you're in a relationship and you're okay with it, then it's fine. But then if you're like, you know?
No, I was talking about like parents or like adults or anything. Like that's what they mean.
We're talking about we're talking about adult, like our parents' perspective, like brown people perspective is you can't have a guy friend. If they see you with a guy, they're dating each other.
Oh my god,
there's something
the stories.
So I had this guy friend. Anyways, slowly once me and Shami stopped talking as well, we stopped being friends. And then there was once when Shami was out with these friends.
Oh my god.
And I was so mad because they're the reason we're having this huge fight, and then this girl is out with them, and I was like,
I didn't intentionally want to be out with them.
Yeah, okay, but then I didn't know that at the time. And
but I was out because I was meeting my boyfriend at that time, and it was like really this one.
Yeah, it was so funny, and like I was so pissed off with her because I was like, how could she? How could she?
And the thing is that it kind of makes me sound like a bad person because I told you that I would never try to steal your friends, and then it literally looks like I'm stealing your friends.
When I thought about it later, it literally looked like that because like that's what I was so afraid of, and that's what happened at the end. They stopped being my friends and they were her friends. But like now that I think about it, I'm like, what kind of person was I?
You know that I don't like I don't want to hang out with them for a very long time. It's not that, it's just that I feel like it's, do you know when your like social battery kind of like drains out?
Yeah.
I feel like that happens with me and specific people.
Yeah.
And I think you know some specific, there are specific people like that.
Yeah, actually, I think we feel it a lot. Like, I feel weird around certain people.
I feel like your whole, it's like okay to be with a person for like an hour, and then after that hour, adios, bye. we gotta go.
No, but then I like, it was so weird that like this happened, and I just remembered that when we were talking about like this story, and I was like, oh my god, this girl had the audacity to be out with them when we were fighting also because of them.
And the thing is, I felt like shit because I was like, oh my god, she's gonna think like this, she's gonna think like that, so and so, blah blah.
Yeah, it was so funny. No, but then I just remembered the story. I just wanted to include it because you're talking about friendship, but like, and I don't know. I just want to say that like I always thought that person was. They say you get one good friend once in a lifetime, and I was so stupid to think that person was my friend once in that soulmate friend you get, you know. But here she is, guys. Here she is. This is my soulmate for the rest of my life.
Can you make a heart?
Oh yeah, the picture we have a picture of us sitting in Sri Lanka. We used to travel to Sri Lanka together as well. Like it's so funny because we would spend all our time here and then we go to Sri Lanka on a vacation and then we would spend all our time here.
Oh my god.
You remember the wedding and stuff? Oh my god. This
where I died.
So we're so stupid. Like we both can't be serious at serious moments, okay? Literally. And this girl freaking went to the hospital because she got an allergic reaction to something. And this girl's in the hospital with her lips swollen. She's like, guys, I did the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. I was like laughing so hard, and they were like, get out. Everyone's like, get out of the room, get out of the room. Yeah. Oh yeah, no one likes us like being together.
Yeah, I think. But we always make the best out of everything, even though it's like even though it's something horrible that's happening to us.
We're always there. Like we always joke about it and stuff. Like,
oh my god, good times, good times. More to come.
Anyways, I think we need to like stop. I think we've been filming for an hour.
Yeah, we'll probably be filming for an hour. So
yeah, we just want to say, guys, if you guys did enjoy it, do subscribe.
Wait, we have to end with a quote. And
yeah, we'll edit. Let me say this and then end it. Okay. Do subscribe, like, leave comments. Let us know what you guys think as well. And
please follow us in our other social media platforms.
Yeah, we're gonna include it all. And if you're a brown girl and you want to hear our opinion about stuff or ask us about things, you can always feel free to do so.
Just so you know, I am probably super whitewashed.
Yeah.
I think
she went to a very whitewashed school, guys.
I think I am more cultured now.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
So we decided that we want to end on a
nice quote.
Yeah, we decided we want to do this on every episode.
And it will just be a quote that will relate to the episode.
The topic. So this topic is about friendship because we wanted to start off with each.
So like you were saying before, this quote is actually really nice. It said, good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know that they're always there.
Yeah. That's all you need to know.
I'm gonna cry.
See you guys on our next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.